Hello friends, this is Jess from Knit Plan Jess. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. So we're going to be doing a setup of my Traveler's Bujo. This is a traveler's notebook from Archer and Olive. This was from their fall line. Obviously I had to get the little cat, just obvious. Before we jump into how I'm going to set this up and what this is going to be used for, let me kind of show you the tools that I will be using today. So scissors. We have a Fisker's kraft knife or X-Acto knife, my EK Tools tweezers, the Tombow Mono Hybrid Style Correction Tape, that is a mouthful, the Tombow Dots Adhesive, this is like an adhesive tape. In this bag, which is from the Happy Planner, I have basically like a sharpener, pencils, and then polymer eraser. The pencils that I use, these are like your art pencils. These are not fancy ones. These are, maybe they are fancy, I don't know. They are the Winston & Newton. I typically use the 2B or the 4B just because they are not as they're not as dark. And whenever I use the pencils, I typically use it to just kind of draw lines, and then those are usually lines either that I'm going to cut or that I'm going to actually go over with pen. The pens that I will be using are the Uni pen, and these are fine line pens. Think if you're familiar with like the microns, that's what these are very similar to. This is a pen case that I got from the Archer and Olive September sub box. I just like to keep all of my pens in here, and then this way I can just really easily throw this into my planner tote. I have washi, and this is, it's like a pink. It kind of reminds me of like a watercolor swatch. It came in a set of 10 with just a bunch of different colors, and I got this from the washi tape shop. If you decide to purchase from the washi tape shop, just know that if you are in the US, it can take about up to 3 weeks for you to get your order from them because it is shipping from China. But I really like this. I thought that this would be perfect with the flowers from the Happy Planner. So I have 2 copies. I went ahead and grabbed both. I am planning on using, let's see, which ones did I decide on? I think I decided on using, not those ones, these. And I figured that this is going to look really pretty with it. So that's kind of my intention. I have this creative journaling notepad from Sunshine Sticker Co. This is blackout paper and craft paper. It's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit thinner than the 160 GSM that is in the Archer and Olive Traveler's Notebook. So it actually works really well when you go to tape it down because it doesn't bulk it up too much. And then I have a piece of cardboard, and you'll see what that's going to be for. So to kind of explain, the Traveler's Notebook, this is from Archer and Olive. Like I said, I got this from the fall release. This is going to act as my planner on the go. So I'm going to set it up with a calendar. I'm going to set it up with weekly pages for notes. So then that way I can be able to just throw this into my planner tote, throw this into my purse, and just have it with me whenever I need it. And then finally, I will be using my alphabet stamps. These are just wooden rubber stamps in both lowercase and uppercase, and then there's numbers in there, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be using the VersaFine Clear ink, just in case I want to use some of my letter stamps in this. Sometimes I prefer to use the letter stamps instead of writing. So let's go ahead and let's set up my traveler's notebook. All right, so to start out, I'm going to kind of show you how I'm going to have this set up. So I don't have definitive plans yet for the front. I'm kind of thinking of using this page as just like a decorative page. I think I'm actually going to tape those together so that way it just immediately opens up to this, and maybe this will have like my word of the year. I'm not super sure yet, but it is just going to straight open up into January calendar, which I will be getting all of the days of the week and the months from the Mojo Jojo Plans dated book, by the way. I just kind of thought of that. I'm like, I kind of need that. Okay, so what I went ahead and did is I went ahead and drew in with pencil the monthly calendar. I will plan on using my uni pen to outline it, and then I just erase all of the marker. And I will be decorating it with the floral stickers. Then we're going to go into these pages. So this is going to serve as a notes page. I really just want to have a place to just write down notes. And then we're going to do a Dutch doors sort of thing. So I did put myself like some notes and such for how I want to set this up. So I kind of have planned out the tabs for the Dutch doors, which I think I'm going to have to change because I'm only doing 3 Dutch doors. I kind of changed that because this is going to be the February calendar and I can't cut this page. So it's just these 3 pages. So I'm going to set it to just 3 tabs. The Dutch doors are basically going to go from here to here. And then each week I will have horizontally 7 days set up. Whew, I will admit, I have been procrastinating on doing this video, but I feel like we should just go ahead and just jump right into it. So to start out, I need to actually fix these tabs. So I'm using, like I said, I'm using a high polymer eraser. I really like this because it erases the pencil really, really nicely without tearing the page. All right, so I know for a fact that I want the tabs to go along 4 dots down. And, you know, honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if I should maybe use like some tabs from my sticker books. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Instead of cutting out the tabs, I'm just going to cut straight across. I'm going to use tabs from sticker books. That is a great way to use them up too, by the way. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to put the piece of cardboard underneath of the paper. That way I know for a fact that when I go to cut it, it will not cut the paper below. I'm just going to use, I like to use the clear rulers just because it kind of helps me see it better. And I'm just going to cut. Just going to go for it. Yeah, like this paper's thick. The 160 GSM is kind of thick, and you really do have to push hard to cut through it. Okay, so I'm gonna do it along here. What I'm most nervous about, to be perfectly honest with you, is cutting along this. So I'm gonna cut from this side where I can kind of make sure that I don't accidentally cut the binding. I mean, people do this all the time, so this is not out of the ordinary. All right, so now we're going to do the bottom part of it. I am going to go ahead and erase this line. That was like a really bad line. I mean, part of it will be covered up with washi, so it doesn't matter if like the pencil ink, the pencil lead doesn't completely. But okay, I'm going to push down hard. Oh, perfect. And then just very carefully along here. Okay, there we go. So that wasn't super scary. And then that's basically how it's going to look. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put on some music while I finish cutting these, and then we will talk again. All right, we have the Dutch doors all set up. So now when I go to it, I will have my January calendar, and then it goes into a notes page, which I will decorate, and I'll kind of figure how I'm going to do that. And then it goes into the Dutch doors for the weeks. And then it goes into a page of notes. So some weeks, like the months that have 4 weeks, it'll basically be on the inside of both, and then that will give me an extra page of notes, but I like it. Okay, I'm happy. I'm really, really, really happy with so far how that is turning out. So next step is going to be to draw the lines for the weeks. So basically the way that I figured it out to be, and I'm going to go and start from this page, is I'm going to leave I'm going to start from 2 dots. I'm going to count up 2 dots from the bottom, and I'm just going to draw a line. I will say it's a little nerve-wracking when you are using pens straight off the bat. Okay, but that's okay, because part of what I love about the Bujo is that you just have to go for it, and you have that creative freedom to be able to kind of do what you want. So I'm just drawing all the lines that will end up basically creating the horizontal design for the Bujo. So if you're familiar with the Hobonichi weeks, then that's kind of what I'm doing in terms of the week. And honestly, that's kind of really where I got my inspiration from as well. So, whoops, I keep moving it. And I was kind of thinking, I think I am going to go ahead and do that last line as well. Let's go ahead and erase this. I'm also kind of trying to make sure that this completely stays in view shot, because I will feel really bad if you can't see what I'm doing. That kind of defeats the purpose of the YouTube video, right? All right, so what I'm going to do now is this is where the washi is going to come in. I decided that I wanted to actually take the washi and put it right over the top. Oh, I wonder if I could just, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. I will have to kind of trim off like a little bit from that line, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and do the bottom, but this way the pages are going to be more simple. I might, kind of throw in like functional stickers and such, but for the most part, I will have to trim off from there too, by the way. Okay. But for the most part, the pages are just going to be super, super functional. All right, since this is a note page, I'm not going to be doing any lines for that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to speed this up while I do the lines for this page, this page, this page, and this one. So enjoy the music. All right, lines are all drawn. I will say, if you ever want to have major insecurity about something in your life, put together a bullet journal. As I was doing this page right here, all I was thinking of is, I'm pretty sure this is not lining up. That's kind of why I just went ahead and counted in pencil, so then that way I could make sure that it was correct. But yeah, and for those who, yeah, I kind of almost always wondered how many people out there don't like to just watch Playing with Me's where it's sped up to music. So I apologize if you're one of those. Once I get more confident in my bullet journal, I will definitely talk my way through it. But man, that required a lot of thought to make sure that I was doing the lines correctly. So yeah, if you ever want to have very little confidence about something in your life and completely question if it's going to work out, create a bullet journal and do the page layout only from pen, using no pencil. It will make you regret everything in life. All right, I'm going to do, okay, so I still have to do a couple more pages of washi, so that's what we're going to do. Also going to tuck the string, the little fabric bookmark under, because I don't want to accidentally cut that. I would cry. I am so glad I got this washi today. Because as I was kind of trying to figure out, okay, how do I want to decorate the pages? Like I didn't want to take up a lot of room with stickers. And I knew I had this washi being shipped, and I'm like, I don't know when it's supposed to deliver. I think that's one reason why I'm glad that I did wait until today to do this, because yeah, I literally had no idea when it was originally supposed to deliver, and then I got the notice today, and then it's like, okay, perfect, maybe I can be able to kind of hold off on recording until it delivers. And it delivered early this morning, so that worked out really well for me. Okay, I've got one more end of washi to do, and then we're going to do some trimming of washi. And I feel like bullet journal is a really good way to use up your washi collection. So if you are a person who likes to hoard washi, just FYI, this is a fantastic way to use it up. I also would love to create a book that has all of my washi samples in it. All right, so now I'm just basically trimming off the washi edge. So then that way I can just kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm not doing like a super precise job. I probably should be, but I'm not. All right, I'm also gonna clean it up from this line as well. I am also very worried about how long that this video is going to end up being. All right, so there's that cleaned up. And now, did I cut this edge? Yes, I did. Woo! All right, let's go ahead. While I clean up the rest of this washi, let's speed it up and put it to music. All right, last page. I'm going to talk my way through this one because I do have some devastating news to share. So as I was doing this page, the washi that was on the page tore it. You know, it's funny because this is like the first time that I've ever had washi tear a page in either like a Happy Planner or an Archer and Olive Bujo, and I'm still kind of shocked by it. Like normally washi isn't going to be sticky enough to tear a page, but this was. All right, whatever. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, now there's so much to do. See, look at that. Okay, I will have to kind of figure out what I can do to fix that. All right, now let's go ahead, go to the calendar. I'm going to speed it up as I outline in all of the lines. And the calendar's done. So next, we are going to put in the month, and I want to go ahead and use some stickers. Let's use this one because this is the one that's already in progress. And like I said, I wanted to use these. So since a lot of these look like that they are basically made to be on the edge, this is what I'm going to do. I'm putting one side down 100%, and then I'm just basically closing the book so that way the other side can go along the crease. And that way it looks like it's nicely folded. It is, I mean, it is nicely folded. It is nicely folded. I am going to use I'm gonna use this one right here to put, I'm actually gonna put it right here. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna fold that in the crease, and I'm going to take my craft knife and I'm gonna trim this down. Also, this keeps breaking, like I need to super glue it. Okay, now this is where it kind of gets a little tough. This is one reason why I really do like the Happy Planner. It's because you can take out the pages to cut off the ends. You can't do that in a bound book. So I have to be very careful, and I'm trying to like almost cut it off. Okay, let's just, whatever, let's use scissors. Okay, that looks cute. And then we're gonna take a year, but I want to use the bigger years. Here we go. I'm going to use one of the ones that is on the clear paper. And just very simple. Putting it right there. And then we're also going to take some of the really small dates. I think I kind of want to use, you know what, let's use these ones. And I'm just going to really quickly date this up while I speed it up. Oh, the magic of YouTube. And this is all dated up. I think the only other thing that I'm going to do, because I want to tie in that washi, like wherever it went, I think I'm just going to put like a little bit of washi down here while I cut this off. I don't know, apparently this washi is like really hard to tear. I'm kind of really surprised by that. I don't like how like that perfectly straight edge looks, so I guess that looks better. So now we're gonna put a piece up here. I really like how it looks against the craft paper, actually. And we are going to trim this off. All right, and the monthly page for January is done. Now it's a matter of setting up the notes pages. So that's where this little journal is going to come in, because I want to add in more of the craft paper. So I'm pulling out, I was pulling out two. I guess I just have to do one at a time. I'm trying to debate if I want to throw in any of the black. Ugh, I gotta fix that too. Okay, we'll fix that. No, let's just, for now, let's just do this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this is I am actually going to take this whole sheet. We need it about like right here. I'm gonna tear this. I want it to have like that torn edge look. I wanted to tear it along the line that I made. And then I'm basically going to do the same for the rest of it. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do anything special. I'm literally just going to allow myself to write on the craft paper. And I will say it is kind of tough when you're trying to tear such a small piece. But if I tear like a little bit extra inside of here, I'm not going to make a big deal about that. Okay, now I want to make sure that I have, and that I'm not tearing too much. So I'm going to tear off this side. I'm going to try to use, I have very short nails right now. I'm going to try to use like my nail and give myself like a really good crease, so hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to tear. I'm really wondering if they make like rulers that are specifically made for tearing that rough edge against, because that would be really cool. Now let's do the other side. Let's go from the other side. There we go. All right, now we're gonna do just a little bit off of the top, and I might try to kind of like even out the bottom, but I don't know. I'm also wondering if maybe I should just leave it like that. I kind of really like that. Okay, I'm going to erase that a little bit more. What I've decided to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue this down using my Tombow tape adhesive, and apparently it no longer stays there. And I'm going to use the washi, and I'm going to make it look like that the washi is what's actually holding it down. So that's just being put down there. Take off just a little piece of the washi, put it on the top. And we're going to take a little piece and put it on the bottom. And then, because I was kind of almost thinking about maybe like tearing off a small portion of this to use for the header. This is what I mean, that sometimes you really just have to go for it. Ooh. I kind of like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and tape this. And this is not, we're not going to attach any washi to this. Now, rubber stamps. And I am going to just stamp out the word notes. I'm not like intentionally trying to be straight. I'm going to let it just kind of have like just a fun look to it. The thing with Bujo is that it is not meant to be perfect. You can do this any way that you want to, and this is what I want to do. I like that. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Now, stickers. I have a mess on my desk. I was really hoping to find these on the clear, but I don't think I do have these on the clear. I guess I could throw these in. So we're gonna put one right there, and then I'm gonna use just the green. What I'm gonna do with the green though is the green is gonna be, I'm like looking for my stuff. I was thinking about kind of having the green go underneath of the kraft. Oh, please don't tear it. Please don't tear it. Please don't tear it. Oh, that turned out so good. I'm happy. I can also do these if I want like another piece to come out of the kraft. I could do that too, but I'm gonna hold off on that. All right, so now I want to do this one, and this one, instead of having one big kraft paper, I think I'm gonna do two. So folding this in half, I'm going to tear it. And let's use some YouTube magic and tear these edges. Let's go ahead. This is what I've got. I want to put maybe some florals in the middle. And I was thinking about actually having, I was thinking about having the craft paper go over it. So let's use these ones right here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have these florals go all the way through the middle. So I'm going to use both of these. So then this way, okay, and now let's trim this off. And cut this side off. So then that way when we put down the craft paper, we will just have the florals right in the middle. I think I kind of like that. Or do we want some of the florals going on top of the craft paper? Like maybe that's? No, I don't. I'm like looking at it from, no, I think I like the craft paper just completely on top of it. Just like this. All right, let's go ahead and glue it down. I think what I've really learned to love about using like the journals like this is, number one, there's no right way. It's honestly really whatever works for you. And number two is these give you 100% creative freedom. All right. I was thinking about going ahead and doing another thing like that, but I really don't know. I mean, I could potentially do one like right in the middle that just says notes. Well, this is a really good way, honestly, to use up scrap paper too. I could do like that. Or do I just put it there? Or do I just leave it? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it and we're going to spell out. I'm looking for some of the letters. All right. I'm going to use the T. And where's the O? I need the D. We're going to spell out to do. O again. Perfect. All right, I've got to kind of put these off to the side. Oh, and look, I even have a colon. Oh, fantastic. Or is that a semicolon? No, it's a colon. Okay. You know what? It's okay. Normally, I think I'd kind of be really annoyed by that, but I'm not this time. I want to go ahead and throw in some washi because I want it to look cohesive. So I'm just going to put it at the top and at the bottom. That one's done. So we've got a to-do page. We've got notes. We're going to come into here. All right. I had a slight change of plans. We're going to use, I'm having a lot of fun with the rubber stamps. So we're going to use more of the rubber stamps. I want to go ahead and I'm just going to use them. I'm actually using the lowercase this time. I'm going to do M, O, and N. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and punch these and then we will move on. All right, so let's start from the beginning. We have the monthly calendar. We have our to-do page, we have a notes page, and then it goes into the weekly pages. I really like that. So now we have one more notes page that I want to put together. Let's go ahead and do the notes page for this one. And I think what I'm going to do is just have one big piece of the craft paper on this page, and it's just going to be another notes. This way, if there's anything, notes can encompass to-dos. It can encompass just little things that I need to remember. But it's just basically going to be for anything. And quite honestly, I really am loving the look of the craft paper on the white paper. So I'm going to get this ripped up and we're going to tape it down. All right, craft paper's done. But now I'm going to cover that up so that does not get dried out. I need some stickers because I want to use some of these that go in the corner. I was kind of thinking that maybe I would actually, yes, I'm going to have the stickers going over the corner. There's this really big one right here too. Oh, this could be super pretty. And so I put that right there, and okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm excited. Okay, I'm going to set those off to the side. We are going to tape this down. This is my first time ever making like a full Bujo month. Usually I just kind of make like one-off spreads because I just feel like being creative. But this time I'm actually, I'm doing like a whole month, and it feels so good when it just comes together. So I'm putting that down right there. I'm going to put this one in the corner, and I will have to trim it off. Okay, so we're going to trim this on this side. I'm being very careful. I will say it's really difficult to cut the pages in a Bujo, and I am cutting the page. I'm not doing a very good job of only cutting the sticker, but that's okay. I really like that. Now, all done with the stickers, I am going to take this, or do I just, I really like the look of that over it. Here, we've got this one. I am going to glue this down, and I'm just going to write the word notes on it. I want to make sure I cover it all with, oops, oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. I do want to use some washi also. Just again, I want it to be like, I want it to have a cohesive look. So washi is just going to go up to the top, and I have to find O-E. I have to find my letters. S. Where's the T? This is what happens when it's not very neat. Also, where's the N? I mistakenly used a U for an N earlier, and I didn't really like how it looked. I guess you can. Like, to me, they're very interchangeable. All right. We're going to just stamp out the word notes. And O T. That was not a T, but with the power of whiteout, it is a T. And then E, and then we're going to go S. And then I have that semicolon. Where is that semicolon? Here it is. Notes. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Okay. So the finished Traveler's Bujo. Holy moly, you guys, I'm in love with this. Okay, so we have our January, and then we have our to-do and notes page, which I kind of want to cover that up with white, but that's okay. And then we go into the weeks, which I need to figure out how I want to put in the numbers. I might put in the numbers on the side. I might use stamps. I don't know yet. We'll see. I might figure that out like each week. So there's the Dutch doors with the weeks, because I think Dutch doors are just so cool. And then we have the notes page, and then this is where it's going to go into February. So I hope you can hear like the excitement in my voice, with how excited I am about this. And what I have learned is that the key to using your planner is being excited about using it. And this makes me super excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I will be doing a video where I am setting up February for, in January, I'll do a video for where I'm setting up February. So if you have any suggestions for a theme, leave me a comment. Yeah, I may do, like, I may try to do like an after the pen flip through at the end of January, so that way you can kind of see how it worked for me. But I can't wait to have a whole year of this. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a comment with a suggestion for a theme for February. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So have a good day, guys. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.